Hello and welcome back to the Postpartum Path of Yoga. We are now in phase 4, week 2 of our mindful movement practice. Today you're just going to need your folded blanket and your blocks. So I'm going to grab mine now so I have them handy. And we're going to start by sitting on the folded blanket. Just remember you want it to be on that nice folded edge to give yourself a ledge for your pelvis. Have a seat here so that we have our nice postural alignment. Remember, we want to have our shoulders over the ribs, lowest rib right over the hips so we're not flaring out the low ribs. The blanket helps to support that alignment. And let's get centered for a moment. Just feel your breath. Hopefully you have the book, The Postpartum Path of Yoga, and you are doing the breathing practices that work phase by phase. Those breathing practices are also on my YouTube channel, so you can find those recordings to guide you through that as well. But let's just feel our breath and get centered. And we're going to start with a review of our postural alignment, pelvic floor contraction and release exercises, everything that we do to establish our connection to the pelvic floor. So let's start by feeling our breath coming in. Exhale, we're going to find that contraction. Hold it. And then inhale. Release that pelvic floor down. And then we'll do a few more of those, just breathing with that movement, that conscious contraction of the pelvic floor and that conscious release of the pelvic floor. Here we go. Let's do just 2 more. Just let that go. All right, good. So we're going to come to stand just for a moment to do the hand corset. Remember, this is to help remedy any diastasis recti that might be there. And you're going to bend your knees, place your pelvis, lower back against the wall, squeeze the upper abdominal area together, just like you're wearing a whalebone corset, and just exhale. Let's move it down. And lowest area. Back down, back on the blanket. You can just find a comfortable cross position. So hopefully by now you're really feeling that alignment of shoulders, ribs to pelvis. And we're going to find that connection with the pelvic floor on the exhale, but this time the consonant that we do for our birthday candle breath is an F, as in fun. So here we go. Let's do 5 of these exhalations. gonna come into table pose. You can move the blanket off of your mat, and we're going to do bird dog. So finding, again, fingers spread wide, hands under the shoulders. The postural alignment is still in check. Shoulders, bring those lower ribs in so we're not flailing them out to pelvis. We're gonna do 8 bird dogs. That's 8 per side. So just find that connection with your breath. You know, if I talk too much, I can't count. So let's just find this together. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're strengthening that back line of the core. 6. 7. 8. Let's finish this out. Lovely. All right, we're going to come onto our side for our modified side plank. I'm just going to hold it for 8 breaths. So you want to line up the elbow under the shoulder. Find the line between the lowest ribs and the pelvis. Keep the legs out nice and long. Come up onto your knees. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right into the next exercise, and then we'll do this for the other side. We're going to go into our clamshells. So we're going to do 8 here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do our inner thigh lift. So straighten that bottom leg. Nice long line of energy through the leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then the outer thigh lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Other side. So we'll start with our modified side plank. Okay, we have it all lined up. Let's lift up the hips. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, right into our clamshells. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inner thigh lift. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the outer thigh lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay. So now we're going to set up for floor angels. So we're going to take our yoga blocks, have one, we're going to make them like a T, remember? And we take our blanket and we fold it long ways like we do when we're doing our locust. So we'll lay that down there. And the blocks are here to support your ribs. You need to move the head block so where it's actually under your head. There we go. All right, and so now we've got a nice open space across the breast line to the shoulders. We're gonna bring the arms up, exhale, bring the elbows down towards the ribs, just like we're making little angels on the floor. This one makes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, hopefully by now you're feeling a lot more shoulder mobility, which will help with your diastasis recti recovery if you are suffering from that. It is possible to heal your diastasis recti. Right, we're going to come to stand for a few poses. So meet me on your feet. Okay, so we're going to come to mountain pose. Again, just find that connection from head to toe, keeping that postural alignment, shoulders, ribs, pelvis. I know I say that all the time, but it's so important. So I'm going to turn to the side because we're going to do 3 half sun salutations. So we're going to inhale the arms up. We just did our floor angel, so you should feel that when you lift your arms up, you don't need to flare out the low ribs. We're not doing that. Just bring the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. You can use your shins as a prop. Inhale, flat back. Press your hands into your shins. Exhale, forward bend. And then inhale, rise back up. And then back to your mountain. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, mountain. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Rise up. And here we are, back to our mountain. All right, so now we're gonna come into a wide stance with the legs. Let the toes point towards the diagonal corners of your mat. And we're gonna squat down for goddess pose. Now we're gonna make this into a flow with our pelvic floor contraction and release exercises. So we're gonna inhale, let it be released. Exhale, contract the pelvic floor as you squat down. Inhale up, release. Exhale, contract. Just do 1 more. Lovely. Okay, so now from here, we're just gonna hold this wide squat and just pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do that one more time, but this time with our feet more parallel. So it's a slightly shorter stance. Keep the knees pointing outwards though, okay? So they're not falling in. We're gonna do 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're seated now. I'm gonna put some socks on so you don't have to see my feet. Realized that in some other videos. I was like, oh, nobody wants to see that. So I'll spare you. All right, coming into staff pose. Legs are long. Tops of the thighs rooting down. Hands are alongside the body. Just breathe here and let's bring the arms out. We're gonna do twisted staff pose. So keeping that spine really long. Find a twist to one side. Again, crown of the head is still over the tailbone, so you didn't lean back. Let's bring the arms out wide. Exhale, find your twist. Let's do 2 more. Exhale as you twist. Lovely. Okay. Now we're going to lie down. One more move before we come into our rest and relaxation. As you lie on your mat, we're going to bring the arms up overhead. Walk your feet and ankles to the bottom right corner of your mat, and your hands and wrists to the upper right corner of your mat. So it's like you're making a banana shape or a crescent moon shape. Just opening up the sides of the body. It's important to strengthen and lengthen the oblique muscles. Again, so that you can help to heal diastasis recti, but also regain your core strength. All of these anatomical things are in the book, The Postpartum Path of Yoga, so you can understand the why behind the what. All right, let's change sides. So let your banana go the other direction. Lower left corner of your mat with your feet and ankles, upper left corner of the mat with your hands and wrists. Just breathing into the sides here. Good. Let's come back to center for your final rest and relaxation. So we did a lot of strengthening today. We've been building in phase 4 on strengthening the hips and the glutes, which are a big part of the core overall. Strengthening those muscles as your pelvis recovers from the load of holding onto a baby, or even if you are an adopted mother. Take 2. Coming into our rest and relaxation, letting yourself rest deeply. Phase 4 has been a lot of strengthening of the hips to support your core strength and recovery. It's very important for all moms of all walks of life to keep building up that hip and core strength. Because as the babies get bigger, they don't know it. They always want mommy to pick them up, and mommy's got to get strong. So you do it for yourself, and you do it so you can continue being available to your little ones. Just lay here for as long as you're able, and I'll see you next time.